Thanks for joining me for yoga today. You can come to your mat. I'll face you. We're going to do a yoga flow practice today. We're going to start with an invigorating fire breath. Bring your hands to your knees. You'll take a nice even inhale and then you'll exhale through the nose like a sneeze. We'll do 3 rounds of 20. Let's go ahead and start. Inhale, exhale, 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 exhale. Yes, yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Notice how the body feels. We'll do a second round. Think about softening your jaw, relaxing. Inhale, exhale, 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 exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Just relax. This next time we're going to think about the abdomen, that forceful exhale each time. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 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 exhale. Yes, yes, yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice. Go ahead, bring one hand to your chest, one hand to your abdomen. Move your body strong, long, and lean. We're going to go ahead and come to our hands and knees. Curl your toes under and take your body to a downward facing dog or an upside down V. Spread your fingers nice and wide. You can pedal your feet, shake your head. Here we're going to practice an ocean breath. It's inhaling 4 counts and exhaling 4 counts. We'll start by inhaling through the nose, 2, 3, 4, and then an audible exhale through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, like you're fogging up a mirror. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale through the mouth, 2, 3, 4. This next time, do the same with the exhale, but keep your mouth closed. Inhaling and exhaling. That's it, perfect. Like you're hearing that still ocean sound. Go ahead, walk your feet to your hands at the front edge of the mat. Carefully stand it up. This is mountain pose. Feet hip width apart. Reach your fingers to the floor, shoulders back and down. We'll inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, dive forward towards your toes. Fingertips to the floor. You can have a nice generous bend in the knees, keeping your hands pressing the floor. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step back to a plank pose as you carefully lower down. And then inhale, lift up. Drawing the chest up. Nice. Exhale, lower. And press back to your downward facing dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. Perfect. Stay just like as you are, breathing. Thinking of pressing your fingers down. Nice. Great job spreading them wide. Strong arms. Lifting through the torso. Hips nice and high. And then start to bend your knees like a frog. Lift your gaze towards in between your fingers. And then walk your feet to your hands, coming to a forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms nice and wide. Palms together. Hands to center. We'll do 2 more rounds of that sun salutation. Inhale, reach up, feel long and strong. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to your plank, lower down, elbows close, and then inhale, roll over your toes. Inhale. Yeah. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. You can pedal your feet, shake your head, shake your hips. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings. Nice job getting those hips high, heels going to the floor, pressing into the arms. And then start to bend your knees like a frog as you lift your gaze towards your fingertips and walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, sweep the arms nice and wide. First swan dive all the way up to standing. Beautiful. 1 more. Inhale, reach. Feel that length. Exhale, fold. You can have a nice deep bend in the knees. As you inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to your plank. Slowly lower down, elbows, skim the ribs. Yes. Inhale up. And then exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. Again, spreading those fingers wide. You can look at your hands, middle finger towards the front edge, press through the length of the palm. Yeah, great job. And then bend the knees. And walk your feet to your hands, coming to a forward fold at the front edge of the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands by your side. Nice. That was 3 rounds of sun salutation A. We're going to now do sun B. So inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. And then exhale, fold forward. Start to sink your hips back like you're sitting in a little chair and sweep your arms up. You can bring the palms together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to your plank. Slowly lower down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. This time we're going to take a big step forward with our right foot. Right toes to the front edge of the mat. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. Lift the chest, warrior one. Nice. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Maybe sinking into that front knee. Good inner thigh stretch on that left leg. Go ahead, allow the hands to frame the foot. Step back with the right foot. Take that vinyasa, lowering down. Inhaling up. Exhale, down dog. This time we sweep forward with our left foot. Drop your back heel at a 45-degree angle. And then lift those arms up and overhead. Strong warrior one. Go ahead, bring your hands to come down. Step back with the left foot. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up. And make your way back to your downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Notice that energy flow. Strong arms. Great job with those hips. Heels sinking. And then bend your knees. Look forward. This time we'll take 3 small hops. So just hop a little forward, a little more. And then finally forward. Fold. Great job. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, drawing the knees bent as you reach your arms. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, release. Nice. Go ahead, shift your hips back as you sink down, getting back into that chair position. Draw the arms up, but palms together. Exhale, fold, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to your plank. Lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step forward with your right foot, return to your warrior one. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. Sometimes the second time when we come to a pose, maybe you feel even a little more stable, a little more secure. Release your hands. Step back to your plank full vinyasa, lowering down, elbows bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, return to your downward facing dog. This time we step forward with that left foot. Left foot forward, right foot back. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Yeah, nice. And then bring those hands down. Step back with the left foot. Take the vinyasa, lowering down. Inhaling up. Exhale. Returning to your downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. This is great time to maybe shake your head, let go of any tension in the your jaw. Yes, great form. Strong arms. Pressing those fingers firmly into the floor. Yeah. Feel energy from your feet, from your hands. Take a deep bend in the knees. Like a frog, they shoot out the side. Look forward. We'll take those 3 hops again. So just think, press into your hands. Gently take a small hop. Small hop. Yes. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up as you come to your chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And release the arms by your side. We have one more of this sun salutation beast. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Think of the fingers reaching to the floor and then sweep them up. Maybe palms come together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to your plank, top of a push-up. Lower down. Inhale, open the chest. Lead with a heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Drop your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Returning to our warrior one. Press through the feet. Good, wide stance. Even as you extend the arms overhead, think of relaxing the shoulders. Sweep the arms down, frame the foot. Step back with the right foot. Lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. This time it's our left foot that drives forward. Plant it in between your hands. Drop your back heel at a 45-degree angle. Sweep your arms nice and wide. Great job with that bend in the front knee. Shin driving forward. Nice. Bring the hands down. Step back. Take the vinyasa, lowering down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Again, you can spread your fingers wide. Maybe pedal your feet. Shake your head. Take that deep bend in the knee. Look forward. 3 small hops. So you lift up, up, up. Nice forward fold. And then inhale, step back, reach the arms forward, chair, the body like a thunderbolt. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms nice and wide. Exhale, arms by your side. Really nice. We're going to take ragdoll here. So we'll stay facing the short end of our mat. You're going to spread your fingers wide, and we're going to use our peace fingers to grab onto our big toes. So take a forward fold, big peace fingers, wrap around the big toes. You can press your thumb into your big toe toenail. You can have a nice generous bend in the knees here. Draw your chin to your chest, and then pull your elbows out to the side. Nice. You're stretching the back of the legs, letting go of any tension in the upper back. So strong. Take one more nice deep breath here. Fully exhale, and then release. Slowly roll up. Arms by your side. We're going to take a second ragdoll here. Spreading the feet. This time we're going to bring our palms underneath of this ball of our foot. So once again, taking that forward fold. Release your hands down. Have a nice generous bend in your knees. That's perfect. Threading those feet on top of the palms so you get a nice stretch of the wrist as well as the back of the leg. Tuck your chin to your chest. Think the crown of the head to the floor. Straightening arms and legs. Beautiful. Feel that stretch. Breathing here. One more. And then carefully release. Slowly roll up. Nice job. All right, we'll turn to face each other. And we're going to start with triangle. So we're going to take our feet, if we were a scarecrow, about elbow distance apart. That looks really good. Go ahead and turn your right toes toward that front edge of the mat. And your left foot's going to be at about a 45-degree angle. Reach your arms long. Reach forward with that right hand and then tip into a triangle. Maybe bring that hand to the outside of your right calf. If it's comfortable, you can bring your gaze up. You can also bring that top hand to your hip if you want to. Nice. Breathe here. Think of stacking shoulders. Really nice. Yes, that's great. Gaze can be down, gaze can be up, whatever's most comfortable for you. Take one more nice deep breath. Press through your feet. Lift your arms back to a T as you lift back up. And we'll just take it the other side. So turn your right foot and 45-degree angle. Turn your left foot to that short edge. Think of reaching long through that left arm and then tilting. Yes, perfect. Nice. And you lifting up, getting that stretch in the chest as well as the legs. Gaze where it's most comfortable. Strong arms, strong core, strong legs. And then inhale back up to your T and back center. Keeping this width on the feet, that elbows distance, we're now going to take it to a revolved triangle. So turn your right foot to the short edge of the mat. Turn your left foot at a 45-degree angle. This time, bring your hands to your hips and rotate your hips to face that front edge. Take your left arm long alongside the ear and then hinge forward at the hips. Reach forward. And when you can't reach any further, bring that hand to your front shin or the outside and maybe start to even twist to the right. Yes. So you're looking over here to the right. You can keep your hand on your hip or you can reach it towards the ceiling. Gaze wherever it's most comfortable for your neck. Take two more nice deep breaths here. Full inhale. Full exhale, that calm, even, steady breathing. One more. And then release. Come back. We'll take it to the other side. So turn your left foot to the short edge, right foot to the 45-degree angle. Take your hands to your hips. Square your hips here. This time, reaching that right arm long. Feel the length in the torso. Hinge forward. Reach, 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 reach. Nice flat back. And then that hand comes to the outside of that lower shin. Maybe taking your gaze over your shoulder. Great job. Taking that twist. Nice torso twist. Think of length in the back. You can keep your hand on your hip right where it is, or you can extend it to the ceiling, grounding through the feet. Breathe here. Two more. Nice full inhale. Full exhale. Yeah, good balance. And then coming back to center. Nice. Now we're going to take our feet a little wider. So this time about wrist width distance. So step wide. Yes. Turn your right foot to the short edge of your mat. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Take a deep bend in that right knee. Yeah, like a deep runner's lunge. Perfect. Extend your arms in a T. And then reach forward and take that hand to the outside of your foot. Yeah, perfect. And then that top arm can come alongside the ear. Press through the feet. Feel the strength grounding down through the feet. Feel the reach in the arm. You've got it. Nice. Breathe here. See what you can relax on the exhale. You've got it. But you can draw in on the inhale. And then on your next inhale, go ahead, sweep it up. We're just going to turn the feet the other direction. So that left foot's going to turn towards the left. Right foot at a 45-degree angle. Take a deep bend in that left knee. Think of the knee over the ankle. And then start to take that hinge. Yes. Great job. That top right arm comes alongside the ear. Reach forward. Think of those hips lowering, sinking towards the floor. Breathe. Yes. Good form. Feel energy here. One more big inhale. Big exhale. And then press through the feet. Lift back up. Turn your feet to face each other. So we're going to take a revolved version of that pose as well. Take your right foot, turn it towards the front edge. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. This time again, drawing your hips square. Deep bend in that front knee. Reach your left arm long. And fold, start to hinge forward. And then think of bringing that left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Yes. Press your palms together. So you're twisting towards the right here. Nice. Great job. Feel that stretch in the core. Nice work grounding down through that outer edge and back foot. Take one more nice deep breath. Full inhale. Hold, exhale. And inhale, go ahead. Lift up, unwind, bringing your arms long. We're going to turn that left foot to the back edge. Deep bend in the knee. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Hands to your hips and twist your hips to that short edge. This time reach long through that right side. And then hinge forward. Draw that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then press the palms together to create that leverage. Opening up the chest, stretching the back. Yes, good job. Beautiful. Remembering to breathe. Calm, steady breathing. You got it. One more deep breath here. And then slowly unwind. Coming back up. We'll take our feet back to our scarecrow distance here for a wide-legged fold. Bring your hands to your hips. I'm just going to stagger with you here as we hinge forward. And as you fold, bring your hands down. Fingertips line up with your toes here. Nice. So bring it inside your feet. You got it. Think of the chin drawing towards your chest, crown of the head to the floor, lifting the hips. Big stretch. Nice. Yeah. Ironing out behind the knees. Take one more nice deep breath. Bring our hands back to your hips. Press through the feet. Lift up. Wide leg A. Now we're going to do B. So grabbing in between your hips and your ribs, maybe a little higher. Think of those elbows winging out. Stand tall, then hinge forward, and take a forward fold here. Hands stay on the torso, toes pointing forward. If you relax your shoulders, chin to chest, crown of the head to the floor. Nice. Lengthen the back of the legs, the back of the torso, and then press through the feet. Lift up. All right, wide leg seat. This time we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back. You can press the palms together. And just taking that third forward fold. So think of squeezing the shoulder blades. Yes, great job. Opening up the chest. Forward fold. And then maybe the head even drops further. Maybe the hands. Nice. Yes, that's good shoulder mobility. Hands lifting up. Think of pressing those palms together. One more nice deep breath. And then on your next inhale, press through the feet. Lift back up. All right. We're going to keep with this scarecrow or elbow distance. Turn your right foot to face that short edge of the mat. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. Go ahead and bring your hips to square. So a couple choices. You can interlace the fingers just like you did on that pose, pressing the palms together, opening up the chest. Another option, you could take a reverse prayer, bringing the fingertips to point up, elbows back. Choose your option and then hinge forward the waist, an intense side stretch. Think of the back being nice and flat, chin towards the shin. Nice job. Breathe. Length in the spine, stretch in the legs, press through the feet, lift back up. Nice job. And we'll just turn to the other side. So this time that left foot faces the short edge. Square your hips. You can interlace your fingers, drawing your palms down, or if you want to take the reverse prayer, whichever option fits for you. Hinge forward. Nice flat back, chin to shin. Nice. Feeling length. Good job pressing the palms together. Beautiful. solid through the feet. And then inhale, lift up. You can shake it out if you want to. Bring your feet together underneath your hip. We're going to take it to a tree pose. So we'll press and ground down through our right leg. Feel really sturdy there. That left foot can either come to the ankle, the calf. You can always reach down, maybe take it above your thigh, just avoiding the inside of the knee. Bring your hands to prayer. It helps to look at something that's not moving. Interlace your fingers and press them towards the sky. Yeah, you got it. Breathe. Nice. Great job cupping the calf there. Then blend through the arms. And then gently release. We'll take it to the other side. So root down through the left foot. Sometimes each side's different. Sometimes each day is a little different. Really ground down through the left foot. Maybe you take that right foot to the ankle, the calf. You can always take it higher than the knee. And then bring your hands to heart center. You can interlace the fingers and take them up. Great balance. Breathe. And then gently release. We're going to take another extended leg pose. So feet hip width apart and parallel. Root down through that right leg and draw the left knee. And you can wrap your hands around your shins. Think of drawing those shoulder blades back. And then you could stay here if you wanted. You could grab your big toe. And then option to open out. Yes. An option to look the opposite direction. Beautiful. Keeping that leg lifted, draw back to center, extend it straight, strong point on the toe. Think of quad firing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Shake it out. And we'll return to the other side. So left foot is grounded. Right knee draws in. You can grab around that shin, grab it in. You always have the option if you want to grab the big toe. Think of stacking shoulders over hips. And then B, opening to the side. You got it. Nice. Hold on. And then you can take that opposite arm out, maybe even lower. Got it. Stick with it, breathe. And then drop back to center. Keep the leg lifted. Think the quad firing as you extend the leg. Strong point of the toe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, we're going to step back up to the front edge of our mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to your plank. Lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths here. Nice, great job, good form. Think of those heels drawing down as the hips lift high. And then gently come to a table position. We're going to lift our chest, preparing here for a back bend or camel pose. So knees are under your hips. You'll curl your toes under. And actually, we'll do one version just with our hands. So think of your fingertips on your low back, pressing up. Think of pressing your hips forward, drawing your elbows together. As you look up, you're opening up your chest, your heart, maybe even leaning back slightly. Nice. Oh, that's a good stretch. Breathe. And then gently come up. All right, maybe roll the shoulders up and down. So let's try withdrawing our fingertips to our heels this time. You can bring one back and then the other. Think of pressing the hips forward, lifting your gaze to your ceiling. Nice, beautiful, big back bend. Yes, breathe. Take one more deep breath here, and then slowly start to rise. Bring your hands down. We'll take a nice child's pose as a counter pose. So sinking your hips to your heels, reach your arms long. You can draw your forehead to the mat. That should feel good. Countering that big chest opening. Take one more deep breath here. And then push back up to your table. Cross your ankles. Or actually, you can just step back to your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 nice deep breaths here. This is an active recovery. Yes. Maybe stepping your feet just a little closer. Yeah. Perfect. Think those hips lifting. remembering to breathe. And then on your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Let's try to do it in two hops here. So press into the hands, lift halfway. Nice, you got it. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands alongside the body. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to your plank, lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then walk your feet forward and come to a seated position. Feet are hip width apart parallel, knees to the floor. We're gonna roll back for a supine pigeon. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. So option one, you can use your right hand to just gently guide that right knee away. This is a great stretch for runners, the supine pigeon. Think of your back nice and flat, supported. So feel free to stay here if this is where you want to do. Option B, you can reach behind the thigh, maybe draw that leg in a little closer. You can use your right elbow to press that right thigh away. Allow your shoulders to sink into the mat. Feel fully supported. Returning to that ocean breath. Maybe even drawing that leg just a little closer. Yeah. Breathe here. Feel that release. We carry a lot of tension in our hips. And we'll see it in our neck, jaw. Gotcha. Take one more. Full inhale. Full exhale. And then lower your left foot down. Allow your right knee to fully cross. Take your arms in goalpost or 90-degree bend and allow the knees to fall towards the left. Big torso twist. You can take your gaze over your right shoulder. Should feel good. Great job keeping both shoulders down. Feeling that intense opening on the right side. You can close your eyes. Notice where you're feeling it. Take two more deep breaths here. Full inhale. Full exhale. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. And let's slowly coming back to center. We're gonna cross our ankles. Come over our knees to a tabletop position. Push your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Big inhale. Full exhale. Maybe those heels drop a little closer. Iron out behind the knees. And then take that deep bend in the knee. Let's go for one hop. So we're gonna shift your hips back and then lift. You got a nice job, Black. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to your downward facing dog. Lift the hips up nice and high. Float to a plank. Lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips high. And then slowly walk your feet to the front edges of the mat. Lower your hips. We're going to take that supine pigeon, but on the opposite side. So your heels are close to your seat. We lower back down. Back is nice and flat. This time crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. You can gently press that left knee away with the left hand. Feel the hips open. You could always walk your right heel in a little closer, or you can reach behind that right thigh. Pull the right thigh in as you press that left thigh away. Breathe into the stretch. See what you can relax, maybe closing your eyes. Allow your chest to open. Back is nice and flat. Returning to that ocean breath, that swirl, whisper sound at the back of the throat. One more full inhale. Full exhale. And then gently drop the right foot down. Allow the left knee to fully cross. The knees will fall to the right as you take your arms into the heel goalpost position, and then take your gaze to your left. Think of your left ear towards the floor. Yeah. Listen and stretch with those knees crossed, feeling that opening. Close your eyes, just breathe here. Feel the shoulders sink into the mat. Breathe. Like you're wringing everything out. Job. Yeah. 2 more deep breaths here. Full inhale, full exhale. And on your next inhale, go ahead. Draw it back center. Uncross your legs. Cross your ankles as you roll up. Step back to your downward facing dog. Float forward to your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, return to your downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Make any adjustments. Play with moving where the hands. Notice if that's a good positioning. You can pedal the feet a little. Feel those hips getting higher as you lengthen behind the legs. And then we'll do 1 hop again. So we're going to shift our hips back, creating springs with the thighs. Inhale, look forward to where you're going, and then press through the balls of the feet all the way up to a forward fold. Exhale, fold, hips high, chest to the thighs. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to your plank or to a push-up. Slowly lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then gently drop your knees to the mat, coming to a table position. We'll face each other. We're going to take a wide-legged forward fold. So think of stacking your feet nice and wide. Sit up tall. And then maybe bring your palms to the floor inside your legs, or maybe even your elbows. Thinking of folding forward. Nice job. Think of tilting the pelvis, the hips forward to draw those hands down. Got it. You can even ground those hands in. Breathe. Think of letting your body crawl closer to the floor. Big stretch on the inner thighs. Good job. I'm going to draw my feet in closer here. You don't press on my feet. Think. Yeah. You got it. Make 2 more nice deep breaths in this forward fold. And then slowly make your way back to your table. Push your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Float forward to plank or top of a push-up. Exhale, lower down, elbows close. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Long, strong arms, hips lifting high. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then start to bend the knees and look forward. Jump your feet to your hands, coming to a forward fold with the front edge. Exhale, fold a little deeper. And then inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. We're going to step to face each other again. Again, at about elbows distance, we'll turn our right leg to the short side of our mat. Back leg at a 45-degree angle. Bring your hands to your side body and face the front edge of that mat. We're going to take another intense side stretch, and then we're going to add on to it. So this, suppose we've already seen in this practice, but we're going to keep our hands on our hips. The last time we did it, we interlaced our fingers. Hinge forward and think about torso flat. See if you can draw the crown of the head past the front edge of the mat. You're not locking out that front leg. There's like a soft bend. And then press through the feet to lift up. Nice. So we're going to do that again, and then we're going to take it to our balancing pose, a warrior 3. Press through the feet, hinge forward, return to that intense side stretch. This time you're going to start to lift that back heel And then maybe go to your tippy toe, or maybe even float that leg up. Yes. Think of strings of equal distance from your shoulders, from your hips. Nice balancing pose. Length from the crown of the head to the tip of the toe. Breathe. And then slowly lower down. Really nice job. We'll turn to face to take it to the other side. So we start with an intense side stretch just with our hands on our hips, but we're going to take the left toe to the short edge, right toe at a 45-degree angle. Square your hips to that front edge. First one is just the hinge, so lowering down, nice flat back, beautiful. And you length through the spine. Nice, opening up the chest, you got it. And then go ahead and lift up. And then this time we'll take that intense side stretch pose, but then we'll add our warrior three. So hinging forward, and rooting through that front foot. Start to lift the back heel, and then transfer the weight to that front leg. Beautiful, nice. Great job finding length. You got it. Hips are nice and square. Shoulders nice and square. Breathe. Lengthen. And lower down. Come back to center. Step back to the front edge of the mat. Sweep your arms nice and wide. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to your plank. Lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bend your knees, look forward, 1 hop. Hop to the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms nice and wide. Up to standing. And then we're going to take our seat to the floor for a core pose, boat pose. So you can take a light grip behind the thighs and bring your toes to the mat. Think of lifting through the chest. Option to lift one or both legs. Think of the, good job with the balance. Think of the femur, longest bone in the body, pressing down and feeling that corresponding uplift in your chest. You can stay here. You can also release your hands, reach them forward. Nice deep breath. Soles the feet to the floor. Sit up nice and tall. You can hug your knees. We'll do one more boat pose. So once again, reach behind the thighs, drawing your chest back slightly, maybe coming to your toes. You can always do one leg at a time. Take it to the table. You can also think about extending the legs long. More challenging the longer we get our legs or arms away from the body. Nice. Think about those abs drawing in. Chest is nice and proud. Breathe. And then lower down, sit up tall. Give yourself a little hug. Preparing for our wheel. So we're going to scoot our seat close to our heels and lower all the way back down. Lots of options. So we'll start here. Feet in with apart and parallel. Maybe the fingertips just kind of touch the heels or the ankles. Press through your feet to lift your hips up into a wheel pose. You can keep your arms long. You could grab the outer edges and pull them out to lift the hips up. You can also roll onto your shoulders and think about maybe interlacing fingers behind the back. Breathing here, keep those chests nice and lifted. And then release your hands. Slowly imprint the spine back on the mat. Maybe you can even just sway your knees side to side. Let go of any tension, low back. All right. So once again, press through the feet, lift the hips up. This time, arms stay long. And then we're going to turn our fingertips towards our shoulders, elbows towards the ceiling. You can stay here. Nice stretch of the tricep. Option if you want to press into your hands to float onto the top of your head. Or you can press up. Beautiful. Extending those arms and legs. Big opening on the front of the body. Gently lowering down, bending, and all the way down. Nice. You can take the knees side to side. And then we're going to roll up. We'll take a floppy fold after that, a nice counter pose. So extend the legs and then just kind of flop forward. Reaching those arms, letting go of any tension of the shoulder. Think about length. Nice heavy forward floppy fold. It should feel good here. Breathe. And slowly lowering back home. Stand your legs. Bring your hands under your glutes, palms facing down, elbows in close. And then lift your legs to the ceiling. And then start to lift your hips. Bring your hands to your low back, bending your elbows, shoulders down. So you can bring your hands to your head, you got it. Press your upper arms in and lifting those legs. And also bring one or both legs slightly overhead for plow pose. Big stretch in the back of the body. Maybe even drawing one toe to the floor. You can do it. You got it. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Nice. You gotta take one more deep breath. And then slowly start to roll down. This should feel good. Take a moment here. Just allow the body to relax. Roll over our knees. One more big pose. Make our way into our final relaxation. So bring your elbows, hands to each elbow, and then bring your elbows down. And now interlace your fingers. So you're creating sort of a equilateral triangle with your elbow to your wrist, wrist to elbow, and then elbow to elbow. We're going to bring our head to the floor, hands interlaced behind our skull. And then start to straighten your legs. Nice, lifting up. Now maybe walk those toes in just a little closer, so you're getting your hips apart. Beautiful. Think about pressing weight down into the floor, and then gently draw one heel towards your seat, and lower down, and now try the left leg. And lower down gently, draw your knees, take a nice child's pose, reach your arms long, breathe. Staying low, walk your hands over to the left, right thumb can cross left thumb, feel that side body stretch, great job. Think of sinking those hips, feel that opening on the side body, you got it. Stay low, walk your hands over to the right, crossing left wrist over, right? Breathe here. And then coming back to center, we'll try that again. So elbow, forearms distance, interlace your fingers. Bring the crown of the head to the floor. Back of the head nestles into those fingers that are interlaced behind your head. Press into your pinky side. Curl your toes under and lift the knees. Think of really pressing into your forearms here. Option to stay right where you are, or you can walk your feet in just a little closer. Think of lifting your hips higher. And then draw the right thigh. Bend the knee. Feel the power in the upper body, the forearms, and then release down and take to the other side. Yeah, got it. And release down. Take another child's pose. Release down. Reach your arms long. This time bend your elbows. Bring your palms together behind the head. Yeah. Breathe. Return to that nice, steady, even breath. There's one more. Reach your arms long. Press back up to your table. Grab your opposite elbows. Make that triangle. Last time, interlacing the fingers. Bring the crown of the head to nestle towards the mat. Skull into your hands. Feel your elbows press into the floor, creating a strong base with your forearms. Then curl your toes under. Lift your hips. Legs are straight. Maybe taking 1 or 2 steps forward. And then draw that right thigh to your chest. Maybe getting higher on the bottom tippy toe. You got it. And then lower it down. Switch to the other side. Nice. Gently release. Final child's pose. Reach your arms long. back up to your table. Round your spine, eyes to thighs. Slowly sink the abdomen, tilt tailbone up, chin up, chest up, like you have a heavy weight on your mid back. Again, around your spine. And we'll push it all out. Coming to a neutral spine, we're going to flip our legs around to the front edge of our mat. Extend your arms and legs long on them. We're prepared for our final Shavasana. So start by bringing your awareness to your feet, your toes, soles of the feet, your ankles, your calves. Sending an appreciation to the back of your legs, your thighs, your hips. Pushing down the work, strength in your body. Allow your hips to open, letting go of any tension in the abdomen. Maybe bringing your thoughts to happy organs inside the body. With each inhale, notice how the chest expands. With each exhale, allow your shoulders to melt a little deeper into the floor. Allow your upper arms to be heavy, elbows sink into the mat, forearms relaxed. Your wrists and fingers curl slightly. Allow the breath to flow evenly through the throat, washing over the face, relaxing the jaw. Lips part slightly. Tip of the tongue and the roof of the mouth. And letting go of any tension in the muscles in the face, around the eyes, the ears. Allowing your breath to wash over your forehead, letting go of any tension. Feel fully supported by the earth beneath you. Feel grounded, secure. And then bringing into your mind a person or a group of people who you feel believe in you. Your benefactors. It can be one or many. It can include people from the past or present. It can include pets. With the good feeling of your benefactor close in mind, silently repeat to yourself, may I be filled with love and kindness. May I be safe from inner and outer harm. May I be well in body and mind. May I be at ease and happy. And then with your benefactor still close in mind, silently repeat to them, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer harm. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. Now, keeping your benefactors still close in mind, think of a familiar stranger. Maybe it's somebody at your school, in your neighborhood, somebody you work with, see at organizations. With the loving support of your benefactors, silently repeating to that individual, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer harm. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. And then this is the challenge round. Bringing to mind somebody who has a very different approach than you do. And with the loving support of your benefactors, silently repeating to that person who might be challenging at times or difficult, may you be filled with love. May you be safe from inner and outer. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. And then finally, bringing to mind your tribe, however you describe that or define it. It can be your family, your neighborhood, your school, your team. And with the loving support of your benefactors close in mind, silently repeating to them, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe from inner and outer harm. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. Taking the final few minutes of our yoga practice, really absorb the benefits. Allow your legs, feet, hips, abdomen, chest, and head to fully relax. Bringing your awareness back to the room, rolling fingers and toes, circle wrists and ankles, adding movement to the body. And then inhale and extend the arms up and overhead. Full body stretch. Feel that arch in the low back. Fingertips to one side, toes to the other. Breathe here. Nice. And then carefully roll to one side. You can rest your head on your bicep here. Maybe even drawing your knees closer to your chest. Breathe. And then gently pushing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. You can have your legs out long, or you can bring to a comfortable cross-legged position. Hands can come to your thighs, or you can bring your hands to heart center. I'm going to say namaste, which just means the very best in me salutes and honors the very best in you. Namaste. My name's Marcy. I will be here teaching yoga again tomorrow if you can join. Thank you for sharing your practice, your energy. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Great job. Thank you.